Alrighty, Roo, and get you to you, and all my nobody's not watching out there. We resume our previously scheduled program, already in progress, because it runs out after 30 minutes or whatever, and then I set it for that. I don't know. I can set it for other things, but this is one of those ones that it's not a big deal if it runs out because I can just kind of stop, and 30 minutes is a good number, and I feel like it works most of the time even if it doesn't fit whatever. It's not like people are watching anyways, so it works for me. I don't have to justify myself to zero audience. Anyway, let's go back to the top though. You come to the living room to find a body covered by a blanket in the corner of a sofa. I mean, at least I took the time to cover the body with a blanket, but I'm probably not. I'm not a doctor, but I don't like their chances. The television is on, but the sound is off. It looks like a Spanish language channel. I feel like I should. There's so many jokes I would make to break the thing, but if I'd been already doing the thing, I probably would have felt the tension and need to break it. But as it is, I'm just gonna be more somber, and we're just gonna continue on. Agathon tears at the blanket, pulling it away in a panic. He reveals an old woman waking up in bleary-eyed confusion. Okay, she's fine. Everything's fine. You're freaking her out. Probably not that much, though, because she's like, Javi, you almost gave me a heart attack. Mijo. Cuño. Is cuño? Is that it? Culo? I think that's it. Culo, I think that means ass. Cuño? I don't know. Asshole, maybe? I don't know. I had to sacrifice my Spanish card, or Hispanic card, a long time ago, even though I still carry it. It's one of those things like a fake ID. I don't need a fake ID, but... fake Hispanic card. That's the most racist thing I've said tonight. Awesome. That's a self-loathing thing, so it's fine. It's all good. I actually really do respect and love the Hispanic culture. I think it's actually really cool. The language is beautiful, and it's, my understanding, easier to understand. Most Latin-based languages are easier to understand, and I still know a little of it, but just not much, and I think their culture is really cool. I'm just not so big into the spicy stuff, and they really like everything spicy, and my body don't like that so much. But they make good food, and they can fucking dance. They like fucking live, man. Like, they got art. They just fucking live. Government's not so great, at least in Mexico. And actually a lot of South America. But I feel like America probably... There's certain letters that have, like, 3 in a row or something that might have something to do with destabilizing the economy, government overthrowing whatever, resituating others, and possibly, funding, arming, training, etc., for their own purposes, specifically to control the drug trade or other things. Gold, coffee, chocolate, diamonds, cocaine, mota, whatever, man. I mean, just a thing. See how I turned that back around? Nobody's listening. It's fine. Anyway, but that is still very rude for your abuela to just I mean, you're worried. I get it, but she's just like, the fuck, bruh? Sylvia. Oh, yeah, nope. She looks less than pleased. I like that they gave her a shawl, but I don't like the shawl they gave her. It's too plain. I don't like it. I mean, maybe her character's supposed to be bland or whatever, but she has that little silver in her hair and that many wrinkles, and this shawl. She must be I mean, she does have religious stuff, but still, that doesn't mean you don't like color. Maybe she's that. Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that. Okay. Bobby, why are you barging in like this? Who's your friend? Are you hungry? Come, sit, eat, and never eats. Like, that's kind of. Oh, that is the bane of your fucking abuela right there. You visit. She always says, "Oh, you're so thin. You're so pale. I want to like eat. Come eat," and you never eat. It's like that is yeah. But she won't say anything. She's just like, you know. You're alive, abuela. Agathon hugs the old lady and then turns to you. So obviously he probably hasn't even been a Tremere that long. He hasn't been a fucking vampire that long. He must really actually have like he must be kind of like a genius or a prodigy here, because not only was he on the list or whatever, but I mean, he looks about the age you would be naturally to have an abuela about that age. I mean, I'm bad with guessing people's ages, and nothing has been set in stone or whatever, and I don't think they ever mentioned how old he is or how old she is, but that looks completely normal, like non-vampire. That would be, like this is a normal fucking scene. Like she would just be like, "Come eat," It's like, "Oh, you wear such nice clothes. I'm so happy that you're doing well." But you're so pale, you're so thin. Like, that would be that. Like, God, I miss fucking homemade Mexican food. I just made myself so sad. Uh, Fun tip, if you like boiled eggs and you can do spicy stuff, it's like Taco Bell mild sauce on top of a boiled egg, or Topatillo. There's other stuff. Texas Pete hot sauce works really well. They're pretty similar in the spice level, but it goes really well together. The first time I was like, wait, hot sauce on eggs? I am too white for this, and it was just like, oh, I'm sad I don't get to do that very much anymore, because my body still just does not deal well with the hot sauce. The capsaicin in me, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I need to have more probiotics or something. But I do recommend it to others. It's very tasty if you like boiled eggs and you like just a little. It's like most people put on salt. I've seen some people like sprinkle like lime on it. I think pepper's pretty good, but I prefer the hot sauce. Just a little. It's like as you eat it, chef's kiss. Anyway. I don't even know if that's like a traditional thing, or if it's just something that one of my Hispanic friends taught me when I was hanging out with them, and their mom was like, "Oh, I have some boiled eggs. Hold on while I make a whole ass fucking meal for you guys, because that's just how we roll." Fucking like fresh tortillas and shit. Like, no, you don't have to do that. No, he was just like, just don't. Just look. She's gonna do it either way. There's nothing you can say to stop this woman. He did not say it this way. I'm putting it the way he put it in a very different way, but I'm sort of translating. It's like there's nothing you could possibly say to stop this woman that wouldn't just be a terrible human being thing to do. Just let her feed you. Be thankful. Tell her that you like it, and if you don't, you can be honest. She'll remember, and she'll make something different next time. She will keep trying until she finds that's just how she rolls. And it's just like everything she fucking made was fucking amazing. I was just like, I feel guilty about coming over here because every time you feed me, it's like going to like the best Mexican restaurant. And it's like, I really just wanted to come hang out with my friend. I wasn't even hungry. And he's like, that's just how it's gonna be, bruh. It's like the perks, it's just how it is. Like, you just want to hang out and, do stupid little kid stuff and shit. But, mom's gonna feed you. That's just how it is. She's just happy I have friends and that you know, like you're kind of Hispanic, and she feels like she's doing like good by you because you get like you're like a bit you're a little Hispanic or something. There's something going on there, and it's like you're real open minded and cool, and like you know, there's not a lot of not white people here, so you're part of the family basically. I miss that guy. He was cool. I wonder whatever happened to him. I don't remember why we stopped hanging out. I think it's just, oh yeah, now moved like every fucking everything else in my life. Just whoop 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 whoop. But I guess I'm just gonna be over here now. You know, haha. Anyways, the wind blows. Okay, too much TMI, too personal. Let's go back. Again, but having somebody's abuela or mama, you know, their moms make. Oh, I highly encourage it if you ever get the opportunity. Not just it's. They will probably force it upon you, and just be thankful. Um, you'll have to introduce you. I'm sorry, I'm all tongue-tied thinking about tamales. Oh, I made myself sad. Anyway, you'll have to introduce yourself. I'll check the wards. Something triggered them, and I'll have to see if they still work. That makes sense. I actually find it really wholesome and cool that you, like, have wards around your... I mean, that makes sense that you would. Like, you're a fucking vampire, and you're really kind of violating the masquerade by still having access... Wow, actually, you violate the masquerade a lot, dude. I don't know. I feel like you're not a good influence on me. I'm a young neonate, and you're like keeping up with your abuela, you know, and you know, like that's even worse with your cultural thing. Like I said, like you're all pale and skinny. She's always going to try to feed you. She knows something's up. Every abuela ever is a fucking detective. They're a detective, and they can fucking throw a chancla or whatever the fucking shoes are called, like a goddamn Aussie boomerang huntsman. Okay, that's just how it works. It's like something you just get. It's like, oh, well, you now have this skill, and you just leveled up. Congratulations. But so she knows like something's weird with you. And I understand it's nice that it's wholesome that you're doing that, but seriously, violation, violation, violation. And then you and the ex just letting her kind of do what she does, violation, lying to your sire, which she probably fucking knows, and now I'm involved in that. Like, I'm actually worried about just being involved with you. The missions aren't the concern, it's fucking you, dude. Like, I do not want to get on the wrong side of Kadir here because, you know, you want to hold on to... You're a bit of a bad boy, not in a good way. And, I'm trying to fly pretty straight for the most part. I fucked up. But I feel like I was kind of set up, and I have messed up, but still... I don't know. I'm starting to doubt my commitment to your sparkle motion because I'm worried you're gonna get me fucking killed, dude. Sylvia snuggles deeper into her blankets. Aw, kawaii. Just a little comfortable little old lady just being like, you know, kind of muttering Spanish things that are like harsh but are not curse words because she's a devoted Catholic and she doesn't say those sort of things, and it's just like, this boy and his weird ways. Lord help me, you know, Dios mío, you know. Oh shit, she fucking knows. Okay, fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn it, you are such a stupid fuck. Wow, that just went from... I mean, it wasn't like 0 to 100, but it was like 60 to 110 real quick. This is vampire business, isn't it? Always when there is trouble, it is the vampires. Okay, now the way she's speaking, the language she's using, and the way she's saying things, her countenance and all that, she knew about vampires before you became one. She's one of those abuelas. She's like, no, 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 I do this, you have the evil eye, all that shit. She's one of those abuelas. I really feel like she knew about vampires before you did. And maybe she might have even influenced you into kind of becoming one for family reasons, which the plot thickens. Let's just Agatha Christie this shit. You stared her, startled. Thursday Masquerade hasn't held in this household. Well, I'm out. This cowpoke's just gonna mosey on out of here. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't even want her to know my face. Play down the trouble. Turn it into a joke. Be honest. Honestly, you know what? I don't know what's going on. I've come into your house. You are an abuela. You're his abuela. He's already done fucked up. You know, like, he's fucked up in so many ways. I'm sort of the tag, like, this is how I would roll if I was, you know, in this situation. It's just like, I know enough about Hispanic culture, and like, I'm just like, she's gonna know if I'm lying anyway, and it's just gonna piss her off. Then I'm not gonna get any tamales. So I'll be honest. Yes, Agathon is worried that someone wants to hurt you. Anyway, I'm Tobias. You must be his grandmother. Very toreador, but also straight to the point. Not saying, like, okay, well, let's just get on the same page. Hi, I'm going to be polite and pleasant. Hopefully not pretentious. I don't know how much you know about how fucked up this whole situation is, but I don't feel like it's your fault. So, I'm going to be very polite. And I'm already here. Like, you've seen my face. I'm not going to hurt you. He thinks somebody came to hurt you. There's something going on. So, we're going to take care of that. You're safe. Very good. Oh, fuck. I am so fucked. This is such a bad situation. But I'm going to be polite. Can I watch your stories with you? Nobody wants to hurt me. Don't be silly. He's always worrying, that boy. Honestly, I don't see why anybody would want to hurt you except for to hurt him. And I really get the feeling you'd be one of those hard-ass old women that, like, you know, like, they could torture you, you would give them fucking nothing. You'd be like Aunt May and Spider-Man, fucking Green Goblin's fucking trying to mess with, and you're just praying. You know, you spit in their face, you know, like, fuck. You grab a fucking cross and put it against their face and it would burn them. Because you got faith like that. I'm a little fearful of you. I'm worried because I've met somebody who can, like, fuck shit up. But we're on good terms and you know about vampires. But I get the feeling if you wanted to cause me at least discomfort and repel me, I get the feeling you could. Like, you could be like, I said, get the fuck out. And I'd be like, I feel very much compelled to follow this woman's orders. So, alright, well, this has been an interesting night, but not in a great way. This is about the girl who came to visit. I can tell. Javi was never good at keeping secrets. Oh, fuck! So much like his mother. His ex has been here? Ma'am. Should probably use powers or something, but still, I hope you'd be like, maybe he didn't update her on their breakup or something. Maybe that's a reason about. I don't know. The more I get to know about you, Javi, the less I feel happy to know you. I feel like maybe I should have gone with the Nosferatu, even though you would be a powerful ally. You are a liability. Like, dude. Just with what I know, both of us could be dead so many times, and it makes me very uncomfortable. You're Agathon rummaging around the small apartment, almost as if he's scratching at something on the walls. I mean, there's a lot of weird little symbol-y looking things. You know, I kind of saw that. It was like, it looks like there's like stuff in the stucco, or maybe it seemed a little too intricate for just normal, simple masonry work. You know? He's always doing that, writing on the walls with blood, making runes. I tell him to cover them up with photos and paintings, but he won't listen. I have to do it myself. Honestly, ma'am, I totally understand you and your frustration with your grandson. I'm not trying to speak ill of him. I have a lot of respect, but between you and me, kind of like give her like a little wink and like, I get it. And just like sit down and just like, if I have the capacity to have tea and she offers me tea, or anything that I could possibly, she knows I'm a fucking vampire. She's not gonna have like a gauntlet of blood. I would not feed from this woman without being forced to do so. But I would sit down and at least hold the cup of tea or whatever and have pleasantries with her, because yeah, that's what you do. That's how you roll. That's how you roll with a woman like this. Wise, crazy woman here. I'm almost a little. She's okay. Yeah, let's just move on. That explains the faint smell of vampire blood in the apartment. Only faint, dude. Like that's stucco and all that. That's like it looks like it's, you know, that sort of yellow that it's like it used to be a different color, but time. It's like she might be a smoker. A lot of Catholics are. She doesn't strike me as one, but because I don't see any ashtrays or anything. It's probably smoke from candles and incense that has stained that. That makes more sense. I could see that. And just time. Otherwise, how can I invite friends for tea? They'll ask questions if I have runes all over my walls. It doesn't look like a Christian home anymore. You know what? You put up with so much, ma'am. He's just trying to keep you safe. I'm not. I'm sort of defending him, but I see your point. And you know what? He should cover it up with a painting. If you're gonna bleed all over my wall, at least bring me, you know, a Virgin Mary, or some saints or something. At least I don't know, anything. Just put it over there. It's like, why you gotta just leave some arcane, satanic looking shit on my fucking wall? She's a Christian. Well, she says Christian instead of Catholic. There's usually a pretty big divide between that, but they're both still technically Christian. It's just Catholics usually refer to. She could be a more standard Christian. I'm still getting more Catholic vibes, but whatever, it's fine. Let's just. The girl who visited, was her name Juno? What did she want? What did she talk about? I don't know how many questions I get to ask, but I don't want to be rude. You know what? I know it's Juno. I'm gonna ask what did she talk about? I know it's Juno. I know. If it's not Juno, it's Sophie, and that's unlikely. The girl who was here, what did she talk about? She wanted to know what Javi was like as a child. I told her he was an adorable child. Oh, he's so dutiful. Aww. That hurts my soul, because she is actively disappointed in you, because you were such a good child, and you are still dutiful, but, you know, you're kind of a damned creature of the night, cutting your veins open and splashing your blood and archaic runes all over the place, and you don't even have the decency to cover it up with a painting or something. Rude. Like, I feel like once I left, if I had any power in this relationship, it'd be like, dude, you need, like, I don't know what your money situation is. my understanding is that most vampires have at least a little money. I just started. I don't. The game doesn't let me use money, but you need to. You need if you're gonna come do this stuff. You need to bring a painting or a picture or something. Do something. Cover it up. I know it maybe it's like even if all her walls end up being completely covered in a weird way, do it because it's that's your abuela. Don't be rude. I feel a little sad. She was a vampire too, I expect. Oh, so she didn't know. So she knows vampires. She figured she was probably a vampire. She let this woman. I don't know how to read you, lady. Like, are you smart? Are you dumb? Were you controlled? What, like. What was the other one? Was it presence? Was it? I think it was dominate. Actually, yeah, no, I think that. Yeah, they have dominate, so she could have been dominated, and just been like, I mean, there's not much I can do. Maybe if I have enough willpower and faith, and I'm trying to stop it, but ultimately she might not even need to use dominate against this woman. I'm trying to get a read here, but it's hard. No, she was just a girl. Are you a vampire? Yes. I think "are you a vampire" makes... Like, I want to ask that, but I don't think she is. They usually don't turn anybody that old. Just like they don't turn anybody too young. It's you know, sometimes it happens. It can happen. All sorts of situations happen, but I'm just going to be honest with her, and I don't think she's a vampire. Yes, she was. Just throwing him under the bus, but, you know, you threw me under the bus first, dude. I knew it. Poor girl. I suppose she had a life once. Ma'am. Good sir, ma'am. You make me sad. Agathon returns to the living room, still agitated. I think that's sort of his default state. Either chanting in some sort of meditative state or agitated. Just that's it. That's all I got. She wanted to send a message. If we don't let her find the notes first, she'll hurt my abuela. But she didn't. But apparently we were getting close to it, and she knew you had wards, and knew this would drag you over here. And you are really failing in every possible way, both as a vampire and as a Tremere. And then additionally, as a grandson, sir. Like, I'm not trying to be all dickish here, but that's like, I'm trying to be your friend, and sometimes there's a little bit of tough love, and you don't want this woman to get hurt. I don't want this woman to get hurt. You need a 86 this X, if you're gonna do your job for your chantry, because none of this, all of this is all right out. We should not pass go, do not collect $200. It's just like, one shall count to 3. 4 and 5 are right out, and we are at fucking 7. Dude, you have fucked up so many things. I do not want to get dragged down. I don't want her to get hurt. This is such a clusterfuck, and I'm pretty confident it's literally all your fault. He glances meaningfully at the old woman. But then he's like, then he goes back to being like, you know, wholesome. No, she won't. She gave me a message for you, Javi. Like, I could just see her just kind of making the little posh, like, posh-pa, like, pa-pa, like, posh-pa, you know, like, no. Like, shooing, but not shooing motion. She said to think very carefully whether your clan will really protect your loved ones. And you didn't take this as a threat, ma'am? I really feel like she had to be put under the effect of dominate, or she has to be somewhat senile or something. Agathon stares at Sylvia, stunned and confused. She was here to tell me that? Maybe that's good. It doesn't sound like she wants to hurt you. No, still sounds like a very clear threat that she's like, what, are they going to protect your loved ones from me? Because they obviously don't like me. She was a nice